Yeah, so why would you mention anything to her? And she's like, because that bothered me, because this chick get away with everything. And I'm like, but why would you tell her something that happened to me? Like, if I wanted to tell her, I would tell her. Like, I went home and forgot about the whole thing. And she's like, no, but this chick needs to get handled. She needs to get dealt with because she always doing stuff and she get away with it. And nobody chastises her about it. I said, you just like, and you told my supervisor. My supervisor was by the book. I already knew when I came back to work, it was about to be an issue. I said, this fucking bitch, like, God. So, sure enough, I go to work the next day. We all in briefing. Ashley ain't there. I think Ashley was off. Ashley ain't there. And, so my supervisor pulls me to the side after the briefing. She's like, Tracy, I want to talk to you. So I'm like, yeah, what happened? And she's like, Dicknose told me about Dicknose told me about what happened yesterday. And I'm like, I don't know why she did that. And she's like, yeah, but I want you to tell me what happened. And I said, no, I want to hear what she told you. And she's like, she told me what happened. She's like, just tell me what happened. And I said, well, basically, Ashley was up checking IDs. She wanted to get tapped out. It wasn't my turn to do the rotation, so I didn't do the rotation. The guy that was supposed to do the rotation walked away. He came back and they rotated, but she got mad and she thought that I was avoiding rotating, that I wanted to leave her out there. So she got mad and she came back and she asked me why I did this and why I did that. And I told her, yo, you full of shit, blah, 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 blah. And that was the end of that. And she was like, that's it? That's all that happened? And I'm like, yeah. And she was like, I want you to write a statement. Now, for my TSA people, y'all know when you write a statement on somebody or when you write a statement about anything, they trying to get rid of your ass. They trying to fire you. They trying to create a paper trail on your ass so that when they call you into that office and ask for your badge back, they could say, okay, you did this, you did this, you did this on this date, and you did this on this date, and you did this. Nah, son, chill. I ain't no fucking snitch. I'm like, hell no. And she's like, Tracy, I need you to write a statement. And I'm like, do I have to write a statement? It wasn't that serious. And she's like, I want you to write a statement. I said, this is some bullshit. So I said, all right, you want me to write a statement? I'm going to write exactly what the fuck happened. And I wrote the statement exactly how the fuck it happened, y'all. And it was like 2 sentences. It was 2 sentences. I was like, Ashley, Officer Ashley wanted to rotate and got upset that she did not get tapped out. I told her that it was not my turn to rotate with her. And the situation was over. That's what I wrote. So, here come Dicknose with a big smile on her face. She had a big fucking smile on her face when she seen me that day. And she's like, so what happened? And mind you, when I was talking to my supervisor, she was standing in the corner looking. And she was like, so what happened? And I'm like, she want me to write a statement on this girl. And she's like, good, you should write a statement. And I'm like, write a statement. But I'm like, write a statement for what? Nothing fucking happened. Like, and this is because of you. Like, because you went and told her. And she was just like, well, like I told you, she always doing stuff and she get away with it. And I'm like, all right, but why are you using my situation to bring static to her? Like, at least wait for something realistic. Like, if she do something real, wait for something real to happen. Why? Like, what the fuck? So I said, anyway, I gotta go write this statement now because of you. So I wrote the statement and I handed it to my supervisor. She looked at it and she was like, this is it? And I'm like, that's all that happened. She's like, Tracy, come on. And I'm like, come on, what? And she's like, Tracy, this is not what I heard. I said, well, what did you hear? Now, mind you, I already know who told her what happened. So I'm like, well, what did you hear? She said, I heard she jumped up in your face. I heard she threatened you. I heard that you, and that you was crying in the checkpoint. What? Me? Crying in the, first of all, you got to be bugged out. You got to be bugged out to make me look like a victim. Like, do I strike anybody as the type to clam up and get all scared when somebody approaches me like, are you fucking crazy? Like, really? I said, they told you I was crying? And she was like, they said that you was on the verge of tears. I said, no. I said, no, that's not what happened. No. So then she was like, well, I'm going to need you to write it over. And I said, I'm not writing it over. I said, that's what happened. I said, you can take it or you can leave it. And she was like, are you sure you're not withholding information from me? And I'm like, I'm not withholding nothing from you. And I'm like, listen, what I wrote is what happened. So she was like, all right. She didn't take the statement. And then she was like, so you positive that you don't want to, she didn't push it like that. Like, she didn't push the issue that much, but she was like, are you sure you don't want to write it again? I said, I'm not writing anything again because like I told you, nothing happened. So, Ashley comes back to work the next day or whatever. And I guess she heard that I was writing a statement on her. Basically, all the people that she talked to was like, nah, Tracy ain't no snitch, number one. And number two, she wouldn't write no statement on nobody. Like, she not that type of person. She not gonna do that. So she comes up to me and she's like, yo, Tracy, I want to talk to you. And I'm like, yeah, what's up? And she was like, first of all, I want to apologize to you for what happened 2 days ago. She's like, I was out of line. I shouldn't have came to you like that because, you know, you cool with everybody and you not the type to be disrespectful. And I felt like I was disrespectful and I apologized. And I was just like, okay, and I accept your apology, but I want you to know that, A, I wouldn't shit on you like that. And number two, I wouldn't shit on you again and write no fucking statement and make up shit to get you in trouble. And she was like, oh, I already know that. She's like, I already know, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody that I talked to, because we worked together, but this was our first time working together. We didn't know each other that well. So she was like, everybody that I talked to said that you mad cool and you wouldn't do no shit like that. Now, Dicknose is nowhere to be found, right? Dicknose is nowhere to be found, but somehow she heard that me and Ashley squashed it, that it was dead. So she kind of kept her distance. All of a sudden, she fell back. Like, all of a sudden, she started falling back or whatever. And next day, in briefing, you know, my supervisor keeps me and Ashley, puts us to the side. She's like, I want to talk to both of y'all. So this is how gangster my supervisor was. Now, listen, all three of us, me, Ashley, and my supervisor, we the type of females that, listen, if we got a problem, let's address it. I'm not going to go talk this shit behind your back. I'm not going to do this behind your back. Nah, let's talk about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Did you say X, Y, and Z, and da-da-da-da? So that's basically what my supervisor did. She's like, Tracy, did I ever coerce you into writing a statement on this girl? I said, no. She's like, did I coach you? I said, no. She said, did I tell you what to write? And I said, no. I said, you asked me to write a statement. I wrote it. You said, this ain't what you heard. I said, I'm not writing it again. And it was dead. She was like, and that was it. I'm like, yeah, and that was it. And she was like, well, you know, I feel like you don't like me, and da-da-da-da-da. And she was like, I don't even know you. She's like, this is my first time working with you, and stuff. And she was like, yeah, but you heard something about me, and you just took it and ran with it. You didn't even get my side of the story. And she was like, that's what I was doing today. She was like, today I was going to ask you, you wasn't here yesterday when Tracy was here, so I was going to ask you today what was good. Get your statement. I was going to ask you to write a statement too, and that was going to be it. That was going to be the end of it. And so she was like, yeah, but even still, that shit just sound foul. Like, you was trying to set up something. And she was like, well, you bugged out and you believe in what you want to believe and all type of shit like that. But she's like, but as a supervisor, this is my job and this is what I have to do. I heard that 2 of my officers were fighting on the floor and I had to deal with it. And I'm sitting here, honest to God, y'all, I'm sitting here watching this shit like I'm watching both of them go at it. And all I could think of was this fucking Dicknose. Like, this is exactly what the fuck she wanted. Like, she wanted to bring drama to this girl, all because this girl insulted her by saying that she sucked at giving breaks. Like, you that petty? Like, really? So, like I said, Dicknose heard that me and this girl made up. Dicknose heard that I wasn't writing no statement on her, so her plan was foiled and she was mad. So she started distancing herself from me. She started, you know, getting real upset and all type of stuff and acting real stupid. So I ain't fucking care because, like I said, that wasn't my friend. So I'm like, if she want to act shady, Ask Shady. If you want to be petty, be petty. Like, I ain't on your shift. I don't work with you. So, whatever. You see me because you forced yourself to see me. If you would stay on where the fuck you work at and not come to where the fuck I work at, I would never see you. So, Dicknose decided to start acting like Alex from fucking Fatal Attraction. And I didn't even notice this. Other people had to point it out to me. Other people would be like, yo, why she staring at you? And I'll be like, she's staring at me. They're like, yeah. Like, she's staring at you. She's sitting at the podium right now staring at you. And I'm like, really? So she would be staring at me. She ain't, all of a sudden, she ain't want me working on her side no more. All of a sudden, my breaks was late and stuff. But it didn't bother me. Like, I'm the type of person, like, yo, I'm only here for 8 hours. I don't care. I'm only here for 8 hours. So, like, a lot of the times, I wouldn't work on her side anyway. Like, I wouldn't be on her side or whatever. I didn't see her. So, but when she saw me, she had to put on a show. She had to get extra and pretend that she was friends with other people, which was so funny. Like, it was so cute. And that's when people started saying, yo, Tracy, I think she was in love with you. I think, like, that she had a crush on you because, A, ain't nobody ever seen her with no nigga. B, she walked like a nigga. What she did, she walked like a nigga. Like, her back was mad fucking straight. I never seen no bitch's back that straight. Like, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know, I don't mean to get nasty, but you know when a chick, like, this is what they say. And I guess it's true because I had somebody tell me this. You know how they say when a female start having sex or when a female start being sexually active, her body changes, like her boobs get bigger, her hips spread a little bit, and you know, she starts to get that little arch in her back. This bitch back was straight. That shit was a straight line. And she used to be in the army too. She used to be in the army. So I used to chalk it up to her being in the army. But then they was like, yo, ain't nobody ever seen her with no nigga. Like, ain't nobody ever seen her with no nigga. Ain't nobody ever seen her flirting with no nigga. And I was like, well, look at her. Would you flirt with something? Like, you know, she used to try. She used to try, but she used to get ignored. Plus, she was older. She was an older lady. So they was like, a lot of people was like, nah, she in love with you. Like, she in love with you. Because they said she used to stare at me. I never used to catch her. But they used to be like, yo, she's staring at you right now. Like, right now, you stay. Anytime I went and was talking to somebody, especially somebody she didn't like, she would be staring at me. You know, like, she would be peeking behind walls. She would be peeking behind doors and all type of shit. They used to say, that's what they used to say, that she was in love with me. I don't think that's what it was. I think she thought that we was best friends. But like I said, I don't do that shit. So, she decided... she decided to go on a rant one day. Because I was unbothered. Like, nothing bothered me. I wasn't bothered that, you know, she didn't want to work with me no more. I wasn't bothered that she would give me my breaks late. I wasn't bothered that she wasn't talking to me. I wasn't bothered that she was pretending to be friends with people that I know for a fact she didn't like. I wasn't bothered. So she just decided to go on a rant one day on Instagram. And she was like, she said some shit like, true friendship is really important, and how can you betray somebody who was trying to help you out, and if you don't want no help, then don't make up no stories. I said, bitch, you stupid. Bitch, you stupid. Who made up stories? You made up stories. You made up stories. You thought you was gonna get that girl fired. I ain't help you, and now you mad. So be mad. And that's what it was. Like, and that was the end of that. I ain't never talked to her. And then the next bitch, she bit out. She left the building completely. So that's why I say, yo, I think maybe she was in love with me. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. But listen, this goes back to my first story of why I don't like having female friends, because females are crazy territorial. Like, if you their friend, they don't want you talking to nobody else. They don't want you befriending nobody else, and everything that they do that's fucked up, you supposed to be down with. Listen, God gave me a brain.